They were the kings of the earth. They had armies that covered the horizon, and wealth that no man could count. One of them shot an arrow at the sky, challenging the Creator. Another said, "I am your Lord, the Most High." But their endings were terrifying. Not by giant armies, but by the smallest soldiers of Allah. A mosquito, a bird, a shout, and simple water. Who were these 5 tyrants? And how did their arrogance destroy them? Let's watch. Number 1. The king who was killed by a fly. Nimrod. He was the first king in history to claim he was a god. He stood before Prophet Ibrahim and said with pure arrogance, "I give life and I give death." So Allah declared war on him. But Allah did not send giants or dragons. He sent mosquitoes. The sky turned black. The buzzing sound was deafening. The soldiers ran in fear, but the insects ate their flesh and left only bones. But for Nimrod, it was personal. One small, lame mosquito entered his nose and crawled up to his brain. For 400 years, the king of the world could only find peace if someone hit him on the head with a shoe. He lived as a god, but died like an insect. Number 2. The man who sank with his gold. Qarun. He was so rich that strong men struggled just to carry the keys to his treasures. Not the gold itself, just the keys. People looked at him and wished they were in his place. But Qarun was ungrateful. He said, "I got this because of my own knowledge." He forgot who gave it to him. So the earth was ordered to take it back. Suddenly, the ground shook. It opened its massive mouth. Slowly, terrifyingly, it swallowed his palace, his gold, and him. He sank into the darkness of the earth, screaming for help, but no amount of gold could save him. Number 3. The paradise that was never entered. Shaddad bin Ad heard about Jannah and said, "I don't need God's paradise. I will build my own." He built Iram, the city of pillars, walls of gold, streets of pearls, rivers of musk. It took lifetimes to build. Finally, the day came. Shaddad marched with his army to enter his eternal home. He reached the gates. He smiled. He lifted his foot to step inside, but the angel of death was waiting. A scream from the sky shattered his heart. He died with 1 foot outside and 1 foot in the air. He spent his whole life building a paradise, but never spent a single second inside it. Number 4. The army of the elephant. Abraha wanted to destroy the Kaaba. He brought an army so big the desert trembled, led by a massive elephant called Mahmud. The Arabs were too weak to fight. It seemed like the end. But when the elephant faced the Kaaba, it froze. They beat it, they cut it, but it refused to move. Then, the sky darkened. Birds, thousands of them. Each bird carried stones of baked clay. When the stones fell, they didn't just hit the soldiers, they melted them. The mighty army vanished, leaving the house of Allah standing tall. And finally, number 5, the tyrant who drowned. Pharaoh, the man who looked at his people and said, "I am your Lord, the Most High." He chased Musa and the believers to the edge of the Red Sea. When the sea split open, it was a miracle. But Pharaoh's arrogance made him blind. He drove his chariot onto the dry path. He thought even the ocean obeyed him. But then the command came. The walls of water collapsed. As the waves crushed him, he finally screamed, "I believe in the God of Musa." But it was too late. Allah saved his body to be a sign for all generations that no one is bigger than God. These men had power money, and armies. But they fought the one who gave them everything. Which story scared you the most? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the past.